Well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be across this beautiful blue-green globe of ours. Welcome to Real News Live. It is a Monday morning news and gentel. I am your host, Mike Barrett, in Las Vegas, Nevada, joined as I always am by my co-host, the lovely lady with the lovely hair from Hayden, Idaho, Jennifer Falah-Doring. Jen, how are you on this marvelous Monday morning?
Oh, good. Doing good.
Good. Yeah. Well, okay. So guys, we have to wait because the new Restream software we use is a little screwed up and it doesn't let people know ahead of time that we're going live. So we want to wait until our audience builds up again a little bit. So we got to just kick it around for a couple minutes till everybody gets in here, gets over on the Rumble channel and all that stuff. Jen, first of all, I need a new ring light. My ring light is doing this, which is not good. So I'm going to get myself a new ring light, I guess, today. Something I wanted to spend money on, of course, this month is a new ring light. Naturally, this one didn't even last a year. I guess the thing to talk about, and I suppose you have some of this in the gentel, is they tried to kill the president again yesterday. And I suppose we should wait for the news segment to really talk about that. But, I will remind you guys, we said we're at the end, and we both believe we're at the end. I've got two Bond people on two different ends of this Bond thing. Both expected Friday night to hear something. One expected to get his contract under which he will be paid. One expected to get his actual payment released. There's one guy who can actually see his money, his commission in an escrow account, and he can't touch it yet. He's just waiting for that to be released. Everybody expected it Monday. Everybody expected it today. I actually tell you what, I have to check my messages just to make sure I haven't received anything, any updates on that. Oh, it looks like I might have some updates, but I can't go there. And, we're hearing from all kinds of people that we're talking to, good things. I'm hearing good things from Mark. Mark is hearing good things. Wolvie's hearing good things that he's talked about. We're just sort of stuck in this wait for it dynamic. So, guys, that's where we are. And it's really frustrating because we all know this is ready to roll. And we all know that the political stuff is ready to roll. And that is, I think, illustrated by the second assassination attempt on Donald Trump yesterday. And we're going to cover that in detail tomorrow on the Toxically Masculine Tuesday show with some of the boys minus Brooks. But I will say this, from my perspective, if Kamala Harris was winning, they wouldn't be needing to do this. If the deep state was winning, they wouldn't be needing to do this. This was, to my mind, a desperate attempt to stop what's coming. And what's coming is the RV and the political changeover. So, what's that, hon?
Directly after that, too.
And directly after that. So, let's just go through, say hi to everybody, and then we will get on to the gentel. JDK is here. Susan Black is here. CZZZ is here. Baja Girl's here. Laura Mills is here. Sean T is here. Patriot Noyes girl. You just had an anniversary, didn't you? Michelle? Just had her anniversary this week of her marriage. 16 years, I think. Libby on the label is here. Okay. Christine Packer's here. Victoria Scooble's here. Over on the YouTube side of things, Rick Norman is here. Here on Barra 333. Hello, truth lovers. Nancy Panzarella is here, and Caviar Dreams, who I believe is still in Hawaii, with her ex cut out of her profile picture. It's that always kills me. Look at that picture. She's like leaning up against somebody who doesn't exist anymore. We love that. Tiffany Hayes is here. Kala is here. Jennifer Gadbaugh is here. Happy anniversary then. Sandy's here. Okay. Jen, let's move on to the segment. Again, all I've got is Bond people waiting, staring at screens, staring at their email, waiting to be paid, waiting to get contracts so they can be paid. Once the bonds go, then the RV goes. Although other people will argue with you and say the bonds do not have to be fully paid out before the RV kicks in. We're all waiting to see some news. Jen, I know you didn't get a lot of Gentel today, but I know you have some. So you want to just get started on that, and let's share it with everybody and see what messages we have from on high.
Okay. So this is Gentel, Interdimensional Meditation for 9/16/2024. I went and met Archangel Michael and Gabriel in heaven. Gabriel spoke. RV news. Iraq rate is published on screens that the public cannot see.
Wow.
Why not public yet, I asked, and he said the plan to make it public is today through Wednesday. Keep an eye out. I said, why are they waiting? He said, Forex down. So he said, planned attack will fail. They may let the anticipated release pass to throw the enemy off, then post when the enemy has lost interest and is no longer a threat, And then Michael looked at me and said, once again, in the dark of night when no one is looking. That's all they'll give me on the RV. Okay? But understand that we are at a crucial place right now. And I've told people this, that we're going to see more terrorist activity. We had another attempt on Trump, number 2 or 34. I don't know why they would allow the man to go golfing where we have any kind of security leak at all, any possibility for that at all at this crucial time. They should take him to a secure location. Now, was that his stand-in? Maybe, probably not. I think he's probably a little hard to corral, and it's probably kind of hard to tell him what to do. But for his own safety, I do hope that he listens and just takes a little, like, hey, maybe we could go inside for a little while we get this done. But they're going to try and attack wherever they can to stop this right now. So I feel like the minions in the street that have been flooding the borders all this time, that's why he's been talking about this so much, is that it's a huge threat, and it's a threat from within. Now, and coming in the news, Gabriel says the military is holding the minions at bay. So it's very important that, although you might not be seeing it, the dark side is aware that they've got the National Guard in place. They've got military stationed here and there, just waiting if something should happen, because we're coming into the phase where that could start to happen if all their other attempts fail, to create enough chaos right before the election, or which, we'll see how that goes. But either way, to keep people home. Now, these are all bullet points about coming in the news. The angels were really tight-lipped on information right now, and I think that's for a reason, because we are right there. So anybody see the cup? Anybody see that? What does that mean? Anyway, second bullet point, Kamala, documents found. Felt like that's going to be a whole bunch of fun. I think that's a good thing. All right. And then this is good. Now, no timeline on this. This is coming in the news. The rollout begins for Nasara Jastara. We're going to start seeing that. They're not going to come out and say, oh, Nasara Jastara rollout's beginning. You're going to see it. You're going to see all these things start to line up in place that tells you that this has begun. The RV is part of that. But shortly now, we're going to see more of that. Now, if you're in Tennessee, Something's going to go down with Tennessee and illegals. I believe those two were connected, so I put them together as a bullet point. Tennessee, or that's loud and clear, illegals right after that. Then this is cryptic. So they're being very, they don't want me to get in trouble probably. A voice heard around the world. I don't know what that is, but it sounds like an announcement. I said, regarding what? Gabriel said, you'll see. So this is, we're at a critical stage right now. We really are. I mean, we're any moment now. Any moment now. I feel like there has been a lot of progress on the bonds and the groups. I don't know if we're like, I kept getting like 40. So I don't know if we're like 40% processed with that, with contracts and everything else and funding or whatever. But that is happening. That's really all I have for today. But keep your eyes open. If you're traveling, if you're doing anything, don't stay in a state of fear. Just be aware of your surroundings. If something's going on over there that seems questionable, don't go join the crowd. Okay? Say, okay, we're moving from that. Stay away from people. That's all I got. So right now we're waiting for that rate to hit the 4x, but understand that it has already been agreed upon. It is already available for the exchange centers and on some bank screens, really. So it's just not, I feel like once they put that out, everything starts rolling really fast. Like a domino effect. And that's it. Can't hear you.
When you said 1 to 3 days, Monday through Wednesday, that's for the rate to be known publicly. Is that correct?
Well, in my opinion, okay, think about it. Once they put that rate out, they don't want people going to the banks. Going to the bank is an unsecured way to exchange the dinar. And if they've gone to so much trouble, trust me, everybody's going to make a lot of money off of this. The banks, the exchange centers, the exchange centers employees, the treasury, and us. So they don't want that happening. You can't secure that situation. And the only way you're going to get that treasury account that is not touched and not affected when banks crash, should that happen, is to put it to go to an exchange center. They want everybody coming into the exchange centers. If they put the rate out publicly and do not immediately send out notifications, that's exactly what everybody's going to do.
I would even think that they would send out notifications first and get our appointments made. Because here's the thing: if I can walk to the bank up the street, Bank of America up the street, open an account, give them my 1.5 million dinar, and walk away with $3 or $4 million, I'm doing it. I'm not waiting for 2 weeks for a redemption appointment. I'm doing it right now. So that is not what is what
that
they
would
don't.
Be smart to do it first. We'll have to see how they do it.
Right.
But we're right on the cusp of both of those things happening.
Well, so that's the thing, is I'm trying to nail down which one of the, when you said Monday to Wednesday, which thing are we talking about? Our appointments, our notifications, or are we talking about a public rate, exchangeable rate on the dinar? That's, more than the 800.
The plan is to make it public today through Wednesday.
Okay. And you said the rate's already on bank screens in the back.
The rate is published on screens that the public cannot see.
Well, I have a lovely friend that Regina Mitchell, and I'm going to ask Regina, I've already asked her, to take some of her dinar and go to her Wells Fargo, where she's got some friends, see if she can exchange it at the higher rate today. shall see. And if you can, Regina, can I borrow 10 grand?
Why don't you just tell everybody that Regina's going to go out and do that today so that they can find.
No, but I mean, we're gonna send a spy out to see if there are available rates on the back screens. Because
now, if that bank, especially Wells Fargo, says no, the ones contracted with the RV centers to do their business through them, with them, they're going to say no.
Okay,
but
so
you might be able to get a little information.
Bank of America, Wells Fargo. Yeah, who knows? Maybe she can see the screen. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm going to send a spy out. Nothing on in the political realm from the Angels. Do we get any feeling anything more radical than another assassination attempt?
Oh, I missed a point. Okay, here we go.
All right.
Let's do the coming in the news again. The military is holding the minions at bay.
Okay.
So they know that the groups are out there. The groups know that the military is out there, so they might be able to pull this and that here and there, but they're holding them at bay. Kamala, documents found. Biden lost. So I don't know if we can't find him, or nobody knows where he is, or if he's, totally has an episode where he's just absolutely lost and can't even function. This is still lining up too.
Or if the documents found show that he lost in 2020, that's another possibility. That's 3. That's another way to interpret that.
And if so, Kamala they can't pull him out and put Kamala in as president.
And she doesn't have access to any of the funds.
The whole administration is out.
Yep.
And anything they did, and anybody they put in office, anything that.
Right. So that's the thing. Is there a connection between Kamala, documents found, and Biden lost?
And anybody who won there. This would be interesting. That's coming. I don't have a time period on that.
Right.
But see how everything's coming together to happen at once?
Yep.
So let's say we get notifications, then we get a rate, public rate, or vice versa.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Then we make our appointments. Maybe they're playing around with this in the news until such time as we know that, okay, we've got most everybody taken care of now. Hit the switch, pull out the documents, pull them all out, show that Biden lost, get them out. We got Grassley in. Nassara Jassara starts rolling out.
That all fits. Seems like a pretty good week to me. Let's have it all happen this week.
Let's do that. Yeah.
Let's do that this week, okay?
Yeah.
And then next week, Jen drunk, Vegas, hanging out with Mike, doing tequila shots.
There's no way I'm going to get drunk in Vegas with everybody that is my clients, okay? But I might have a few.
You might have
Vegas.
Yeah, you might get a little.
If it's just you and Dave and Regina and them, I'll do that.
Okay. All right. So about 1,350 people in the live stream today. Please keep in mind that when we get to questions, that all the questions for Jen need to include your real name and the name of the person or pet you're asking about. Otherwise, it's very difficult for Jen to connect. So keep that in mind. Also, please, we appreciate each and every one of you. Also, please remember that, Jen, I've been walking on the razor's edge here. I haven't been deleting our news shows off of my YouTube channels, and all 3 of them are still there. I don't want to jinx myself, but let's keep those YouTube channels open. I used to say, you don't want to really, if you can't find the show, but I guess I'll say this. If you can't find the show, go to mikebera.blogspot.com, where you can always pick up the shows. They're linked to the Rumble channel. You can also pick up lots of other cool stuff, like interviews I've done with other folks, Marina Sarin, and my Calvine UFO photo, fact or fiction. Guess what? That got a big promo. Where is it on here, Mike? Where is it? No, that's not it. Oh yeah, it's over on the express.com UK. They ran a story about my deconstruction of the so-called Calvine UFO photo. They linked to my video, at least one of them. I'm not sure which. I've got it up on a couple different channels, and touted how I have solved the mystery, the 30-year-old mystery of the Calvine UFO photo. So get over there, like that story, comment on it, watch the video. Just makes me, you know, more important when you do that. Also, please do not forget to slide over. All the shows will always be over on Rumble, where you can sign up to follow us on Real News Live with Mike and Jen. That is our actual channel. They're Real News Live with Mike and Jen. If you are following us on Rumble, you may be still following the old account, which is just Real News Live. Please slide over to Real News Live with Mike and Jen. We've still only got about 2,900, almost 3,000 followers, but we had over 4,500 followers on the account. It's weird. I don't want to explain it. Rumble is messed up. You can have apparently a channel and you're just streaming to nobody, or an account, and now we have a channel. Go over and hit the channel. And also with the channel, you can then subscribe. There's a little button at the bottom for $5 a month, and you get a couple of benefits to that. You get to ask your questions first when it comes to question and answer time for Jen. Also, please do not forget to visit our wonderful sponsors, the CBD Gurus, over at thecbdgurus.com. Slide over to the wholesale tab, slide down to Mike B Wholesale, type in the discount code ALIEN, all lowercase, ALIEN, no S on the end of it, and pick up this week's specials. There it is. Just type in ALIEN, hit enter, and this week's specials. Oh, pick up your Mark Z reward, choose either the 10% discount or get currency. If you take the discount, you will not receive the currency. So there's some deal codes there. For every order over $50, you get some dong. For every order of 100, you get more. 150, you get 150,000 dong. Or the discount. This week, we got the pet treats on sale, the gummies, the Delta 8 gummies, party pack for those of you who want to get stoned, the mushroom coffee, the miracle gold, the turkey tail, Coriol's First Color Mushroom, and the Immunity Booster, all kinds of cool stuff over there on the CBDGurus.com. Matt and Lucas are wonderful guys. We love them. Got to have them on to do a special session sometime soon. Also, please don't forget to visit our other sponsors, the MikeBarraPets.com. Slide over to MikeBarraPets.com, and you can pick up all kinds of mushroom-based supplements for your doggies, your kitties, and your horsies, and yourself. They're based on the Coriol's First Color and Reishi mushrooms. Very strong healing properties. Shed antler powder, natural whole foods, lots of cool stuff. Just slam on the Shop Now button, and you can get over to all the products. I've got Barkley on the Mojos and the Mush Puppies, and he is flying around like a maniac at 11 years old. The Super Sauce for dogs and cats, those are both great. Mush Ponies for your horses, and a lot of cool products for yourself. Enforce Plus for immune system boosting, Enforce Clarity, Enforce Restore, the gummies, they've got chocolates, they've got coffees, they've got starter packs. MikeBarraPets.com. If your pet is having an issue, just send an email to MikeBarraPets@gmail.com. That's Diana Musgrave. She will answer all your questions and get you into the right treatment regimen for your dog or your cat. She is a certified pet nutritionist, and we love her to death. Also, please, if you want to store your crypto on a hardware wallet, hit the Ledger Nano S. Go over, pick one up. They're about $79. I've got one. I got all my crypto on there. And if you do it through the link that I put in the description, you get $10 in free Bitcoin, and I get $10 in free Bitcoin. Who can argue with that? If you're into precious metals, slide on over to milesfranklin.com. I don't have any sort of affiliate thing with them going yet. It's just not really set up that way, but just mention when you make the order that you heard about Miles Franklin from Mike Barra, and I'm sure Andy will give me, a little bit of a kickback. They got gold coins, they got silver coins, they've got used, they've got uncirculated, they've got everything you could want for your precious metal collections. Also, one last thing, I want to remind everybody that the Alien event is coming up in about a month, October 17th, a month tomorrow, October 17th through the 20th. At the Alexis Park Resort. I will be there. Lots of other people will be there, like Richard Doty, who's going to be really interesting. Let's face it, me and Doty are the only two reasons to come. And show up there over at alienevent.com. You can get some discount packages. Let me know. I'll give you the discount codes. It is at the Alexis Park Resort, the weekend of October 17th, 18th, 19th, and 20th. There's going to be banquets. There's going to be dinner and lunch served. There's going to be parties, a dance floor, all kinds of cool stuff. It is a great little event. And hopefully next year we can expand it even more. So come to Las Vegas, see me, hang out with me, have fun, whether the RV happens or not. And Jen, Okay. Why don't you tell us what's going on over at jenniferfala.com?
Interesting stuff on Truth Social right now.
What's that? What?
On Truth Social right now, there's some interesting things going on. We'll talk about that in a second. Go to jenniferfala.com if you would like to book a reading with me or get a healing or book a service with Susan Gretz or Marcy Howell. Right now, I'm going to be posting some specials this week. Haven't decided what I'm going to do or if I'm going to do something new. I've been really focused on our current situation and keeping everybody going with that.
Yeah.
Right now, we're moving into the time when the veil becomes thin. And it's not so much that it's thin, it's that it looks like it's moving, the veil between dimensions, and these pockets open up and close, okay? And so normal people are going to have things walking into their home from God knows where, okay? And that's why the average person who doesn't normally have these kind of experiences will perceive things, pets, people out of the corner of your eye, all of a sudden, strange noises, things like that going on in your home. So that is normal. But if you find that something negative is going on in the home, all of a sudden everybody's fighting, really no reason, everybody's getting hurt, things are going bad, you probably need a house cleanse. And so you go to Marcy Howell right there where the angel is, or you can get a healing from me and tell me I want a house cleanse. It's the same thing. But right now is a really good time of year to do that. If you are intuitive, or if you are a medium, or you have children that are mediums, spirits will follow you home. They will follow you home. They will walk in and everything just seems off. And they're usually just because you look like the light to them until they get up close to you, and they're usually just looking for help. But I would not suggest communicating with anything at this point in time if you don't know what you're doing. And if you can't see what you got, just get a house cleanse or a personal cleanse. This is going to be, this season this year with the thinning veil is going to be pretty major. I've been feeling that coming for a while. I'm seeing all kinds of stuff out of the corner of my eye, and then I got to cleanse the place. And I got to call in the team. All right, I don't want anybody. I was cooking dinner the other day, and off to the left, I saw this flesh-colored hand at the end of the counter, and nobody's in there but the dogs, and they're not as tall as the counter. So I was like, all right, it's starting already. We got people walking in. And of course, my daughter's a medium, so it's hard to just get the house cleansed. If you got any problems at all, it's a huge difference.
Was there something more you wanted to share?
No, but I was looking over here. Oh, interesting point that when you were talking and doing the promotion, I always saw the political transition and the big upheaval and all the stuff that, the Q posts and everything tells us about happening in the fall. Since day one. It's always the fall. It's always the fall. Last year, I was trying, when we were thinking it's happening now, I asked Gabriel, I said, show me something that I will see when the RV happens so that I know. And I looked out through a window, looked up and saw the tree line and the leaves were turning. That's the view through my bedroom window.
Yeah.
They are starting to turn.
The leaves are turning. Yeah, it's amazing. 4 days ago, it was 100 degrees here and still hot AF, right? It was hot and it was summertime. And then this morning, I take Barkley out for his walk. It's about 65 degrees. I'm in my shorts and my t-shirt. Couldn't be more comfortable, cool, perfect, not too hot, not too cold. And the sun feels like it's way lower in the sky. And it's amazing how it just suddenly transitions over a day or two. Just all of a sudden, boom, you go from this hot, blazing summer to a very comfortable fall. That doesn't mean we still can't have, some hot days here in Vegas, but it's definitely suddenly feels like fall. So
yeah, I'm starting to make soup already. I mean, we had a temperature drop and the clouds rolled in. It was like 59. I'm like, natural instinct, I got to make soup. And so
I'm transitioning away from hot dogs and corn on the cob to chili. There's chili in here. I haven't eaten that in 6 months. Time to get some chili out there. Okay, guys, once again, please remember to give us your real name and the name of the person or pet or alien or entity you might be asking about in your questions for Jen. We'll run through as many as we can. We'll start over on the Rumble side for the people that have given us Rumble rants or have made the $5 a month subscription, and then we'll slide on over here to YouTube. And Jen, we're just going to get going here. I'm going to pop out the chat, hit the pop out, drag it over there, and then go back to sharing. Let's share the screen. And we're going to do that. And then I think we are good. Yes, there we are. Okay, let's start out with this. First of all, okay, I don't want that to be showing. There we go. First of all, we got to thank, we've got a couple of Rumble rants from Eli for $5. Yay, thank you, Eli. And Super Dave, a.k.a. Pork Chop, who is vacationing in Thailand right now. $100 again. It's in the hole. It's in the hole. Dave, a.k.a. Pork Chop. Thanks. Good job, Dave. That's my bill.
Dave.
Good evening from Thailand, Mike and Jen. Let's keep those vibes high and manifest this RV forward. Yeah. And Frederica, again, the $5 Rumble rant. We'll get to your questions first. Let's go to Ellie or Eli. Elizabeth, $5 Rumble rant. Question. Hi, Jennifer. My name is Elizabeth. Would my guides think it would be better if I waited for the RV since we're supposedly so close, or getting a job now, assuming I should get one? Personally, me, I would tell you, proceed with life as if the RV is not happening. And I think that's what Jen's going to say too. Jen?
You can always drop the job when you don't need it and give it to somebody else. Leave it open for somebody else. Yeah, that kind of question, I'm never going to tell you, no, just sit around and wait, because we've been there for too long. You know, I've always told you it's business as usual until it's not. And when it's not, then everything changes and you make adjustments.
That's right. And Super Dave didn't have any questions. He just said hi. I hope you're enjoying your vacation there in Thailand. Are you in Bangkok or Pattaya? Where are you? You got to be having a good time. Send us some videos. And then Frederica says, hi, Jen, it's Frederica. Is my PIP application the higher or lower rate? My son is going to let me use his laptop to subscribe. I don't know what a PIP application is. Do you, Jen? I guess we can just...
Lower.
It's the lower rate. Okay.
No, I don't know what that is. I just asked.
Okay.
The angels are smarter than we are.
And that is... okay, here's Rippy Miranda. I guess her name's Miranda. $10 Rumble rant. Do my ancestors or spirit guides have any advice for me about where I am on my ascension path?
You've made a lot of progress. I can just feel it from you. Michael's answering this question. You have made a lot of progress over the years. Still have to pull out some of those old roots, that negativity, the self-talk that's keeping you down. And he really wants you to be more specific about who you're talking to. If he steps in right now, then there's some security that needs to be upped a little bit. Okay. Because of your vibration and where it is right now, you have to stop, because you're making these connections, and you need to stop being so careless with who you're connecting with. We need to know the names. You need to have a team in place, so that you're not deceived or pick up any attachments. Invite anybody in who shouldn't be there and who's posing as somebody else.
You know, the other thing is, I'm not sure the purpose of this existence is to ascend. You know, a lot of people, there's like this sort of trope. Oh, you're here to ascend to 5D. Maybe you're not. Maybe you're here to experience 3D. You know, maybe you're here to just make choices.
I've never got into the 3D, 5D because what do I know about the divine and the people, why they come in and how they progress as a soul? It doesn't make sense. It sounds more like somebody, you know, trying to put themselves above another or to exclude some of God's children who are not there yet, and that does not make sense to me. But in your individual journey, your path, you can come into a time, be a more evolved soul, come into a time to help with an effort, and that is what's going on right now. So those people will remember more But as far as ascending so high that they just like move over into some other dimension, or that we all do it and everybody else is left, absolutely not.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't necessarily want to live in 5D. I want to make this 3D the way it's supposed to be, a good place, and it's not. LB Adams, hi Jen and Mike, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Is there a charge at redemption centers for starting a humanitarian project? No, not that I know of. I don't think that's correct. Mercedes is here. Hi guys. Laura, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, which property do you see me getting? Belgrade, Derby, or Greycliff? Oh, I would go with Greycliff. That sounds like very Game of Thrones-ish. Go with Greycliff, but that's just me. Jen, what do you get for Laura? I really need to
stop talking so I can get here to see what's going on. Okay. Read them to me again.
Which property do you, this is Laura, which property do you see me getting? Belgrade, Derby, or Greycliff?
I'm thinking it's Derby.
Derby. Okay. Derby County fan. Christina with a K. We always hear about needing to be 5D. Oh, no one explains what that means. I've been working to grow spiritually, but am I on the right path towards 5D ascension? I think we just kind of discussed that same question, Christina. Anything you want to add to that?
That's like a philosophy show. I could talk for hours on that. But what you really want to do, you want to make it really simple. The call to raise the vibration has been coming out for like, I don't know, 20, 30 years, putting it into people's minds. And so what we really aspire to be is angelic or Christ-like. Okay. That in itself will lead by example. Others will follow your example. They will learn. And over time, the vibrations of people will rise higher and higher and higher. And the bad guys that come into this dimension will not be able to be here. And if they run out of hosts with a low enough vibration, they can't attach to anybody. So that's how you start to get heaven on earth. It's not that we leave everybody behind, because, what about all the teenagers? I don't know if you've ever had any, but they're not ready yet.
No, they're not.
So
yeah, they're not.
That's not fair.
Deborah, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, my sister and brother-in-law, Sue and John's house flooded in New York. So far, the costs are $25,000. The state is offering free grants, but they are afraid if they take it, they will inspect for all the permits they may not have to raise their taxes. So she's concerned that if they take the $25,000, it'll end up costing them more, because the state will come in and dock them for this and that and the other thing they don't have right. This is Sue and John's house. And
I don't think that's true entirely.
Okay. So you think it's safe for them to apply?
I think it's safe to apply.
Okay. Christy with a CH says, do you see us moving shortly after the RV?
Within about a month and a half.
Okay. Kim Hepler, Hepler, says, my son Thomas had an incident with police Saturday and is set to go to court on 9/26/24. Will he be convicted of a charge as a result?
Possession?
Okay. Possession. Yeah, whoops. Jesus, Jen, what is wrong with me? I have spilled 2 drinks this morning now.
Got the dropsies. It happens to me all the time.
What am I?
I'll just drop things for no reason at all.
Put water in my keyboard.
No stimulus at all. Just drop it.
Yeah, need to get a new.
I used to knock my drinks over so much that it was so embarrassing that my dad would always move my drink away from me. And then when we were adults and we go out to a restaurant, I'm like, Dad, stop doing it. It's so embarrassing. He's like, you're gonna spill that, and he'll move it.
Today I slapped over my drink of Dr. Pepper onto my keyboard, and now I just slapped my water almost on part of my keyboard. All right. Okay. Primetime gal. I don't know your name. Do you know who that is? She's young, pretty looking primetime gal, blonde. Do you know who that is, Jen?
I don't remember what she looks like, but I've heard the name before. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I can barely tell from her little profile pic, but she says, last week you told me my spirit guide's name was Joanna, and she wants to know if Joanna was her late client.
No. A spirit guide is somebody that you have most likely, from what I've seen in the spirit guide readings, has had one or more past lives with, and they're part of your like soul clique, your soul family at home, which could be very, very large.
But they're not
And
down here. They're not somebody who was down here, probably.
no, your spirit guide is your project manager for your life. Okay. They sit down with you to plan your life. They hold the book of life for you. They come in with you from birth and they stay with you till death. And it's because they know you're going to come in here. You're going to be really small. You're going to forget everything. So you choose somebody that you really trust to be that project manager, and they guide you throughout your life to ensure as much as they can that you accomplish, learn, experience the things that you have in the book of life to experience. Your primary guardian angel is there to make sure that you live to do it. So you have always had a team, and it will not be somebody that you knew in this life.
I would like to have a word with mine. This is Melanie, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Does Jesus say my expensive divorce will be finalized before or after the debt jubilee? I got maxed out on my credit cards with lawyers. Okay, so
It's
Melanie,
going to be okay. Coming up pretty shortly. I think that's going to take care of it.
okay. Okay, Danae, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, morning all. We went to an open house yesterday and fell in love with a property. Will it be a property we will purchase? Will the one that Danae saw yesterday be a property she purchases?
Is there an older structure on it, like an older house? You may or may not use. That's what I'm seeing. And I'm not sure if that says the property. There's a good possibility that you get this property, but there may be another one coming up shortly after that you might like better.
Oh, okay. Stas Baby, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, never cared for Mondays till I found Jen and Mike. Well, good to have you here.
Oh, that's good.
Love Trumpy, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, Jen, you look stunning. I love your hair.
Well, thank you.
Brenda, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, if we put our house on the market in the next week or so, will it sell fast, or should we wait until after the RV? Nope. Okay. So
nope. Bad market. No, it is not going to sell fast. That's going to be a problem.
That was pretty clear. Lucy, $5 a month subscriber, Little Red Castle, says, hi, Mike and Jen. I just signed and accepted an offer on my home today. Yay. Will this offer go smoothly through to closing, or will I need to go accept a different offer? That's a real estate question today. It's Lucy.
The only thing I see is them asking for money, either like when someone says, hey, can you give us a discount because the roof needs to be done after inspection or something like that. That's the only hiccup I see. Really no real big delays there, as long as you agree to that.
Okay. Lisa, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, Jen, I have never asked this before. Are you able to tell me the name of my guardian angel, and is there a message for me?
What was the name again?
Lisa, Lisa. Lisa.
It's really quicker and easier to do this if I've got first and last name. Lisa. Okay, got her. Hang on. It sounds like this is your primary guide. Sounds like Lucas, but I don't think that's absolutely correct. It sounds, the beginning of it sounds like Lucas, so we're gonna go with Lucas, okay? And that's what God forevermore. Lisa is gonna call her primary guide Lucas, and please don't let anybody interfere with that. Let it be a clean connection.
Okay. Cool Raul, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, good morning, Mike and Jen. Raul with a question. Marcia gave me a birthday gift, tickets to the Eagles Cowboys in November. I would go, yay, except the Cowboys suck. Will we be able to go despite all the chaos now? Will it spill into November? That's a good question. Will football still be played this week, this fall, or is it all going to be disrupted because of everything going on? It's a good question, Raul. Let's see if Jen gets anything.
There's a lot of factors in play to determine that. So let me see. I see a lot of moving pieces. Let's see. Let's look at your reality and your timeline. Do you go to that game? Yes.
He goes
Yes,
to
you
the
do,
game.
guys. I'm sitting in seats.
Okay.
I'm getting snacks. Yes.
And the Cowboys suck and they're getting plastered, right? In those seats. The
I
score
don't know. I just see
43 to
people. I'm not
7.
doing that. I'm not
Eagles over
doing your
Cowboys, probably, right?
Okay.
All right. Kathy, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, Jen, can you do mixed bag sessions like questions and healings combined? I believe the answer to that is yes, isn't it, Jen? You do questions?
Well, I can make you a deal. I do not do healings or cleansings when the person is aware that I'm doing it, just for security purposes. Okay, because they could have an attachment.
By the way, Jen, can I ask you a favor? AJ from the Y Files is having surgery today, or may have already had it. He had a very bad tooth infection, got into his jaw, got into it, and so he's probably in the hospital or just on his way home. So can we everybody say a few prayers for AJ from the Y Files? Let's get him healthy, get him back to work, making great episodes and entertainments for us.
Well, of course I'll say a prayer for him, but if you guys want it done, everybody else, Mike, you can text me the information. I need picture, first and last name.
Okay. Andrew Gentili.
Everybody else has got to email me.
All right. I'll send you that after the show. Okay. So also, Kathy would like to know: will my friend Ben make it to Texas by Thanksgiving? Sounds like he might not.
No, there's a delay.
There's a delay. Okay, Carissa, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Is the homeschool program I'm looking at the one I will be using next year with the kids?
It is, or very similar, yes.
Will I be happy starting my youngest with high school next year, or should I wait one more year to bring him home?
What? Will she be happy starting her youngest in high school next year?
Or wait one more year to bring him home? That's what.
Who is this?
Carissa.
That doesn't make sense. Chris's youngest is like a toddler. Let me just. No, you're not going to be happy.
Okay.
Nobody's happy freshman year.
Yeah.
At home or at school.
Okay, Annette, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, thank you, Jen and Susan, for all the healings given to my granddaughter over the last few weeks. Seizures finally subsided late last week, and vision is much better, too. God bless you both.
Good.
Nice. That's nice. Why can't we just release the RV so minions then leave us alone? I wish I knew the answer to that. And I really think that's going to stimulate the minions into the final battle at Megiddo. Probably not. Anyway, okay. TMD, do you believe I will purchase the piece of land that I've had my eye on for my pet rescue project? Is next. Tina would like to know, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Do you believe I will purchase a piece of land that I've had my eye on for my pet rescue project? It's next to the heart hospital.
No, there's a problem. There's another piece that you get that is more secluded. Something going on with that. I don't know if it's like zoning or something like that. As far as the other question, why can't they just release the RV already so that we can do that? Same damn reason that Trump can't go golfing on his own golf course without getting shot. We have to anticipate as much as we can what the enemy is going to do next so they don't screw it up.
Right.
And so that's what the delays have been all this time.
Okay. Beth says, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. I wonder if my sister Anne, Anne, who has late stage MS, will use a med bed maybe after I do. Do you see either of us in a med bed? So Beth wants to know if she or her sister Anne will get into a med bed.
You're really going to have to convince her. She's not going to want to get in it. She's afraid it's going to kill her now. I think you do convince her to go. I just feel like this struggle beforehand trying to get her to go. But yeah.
Jan, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, will we be getting one of the houses we have our eye on Mackinac Island, Michigan? Jan, I would like to know that.
Yeah, it's kind of up on this, like the right side of a hill. Let's do more personal questions then. Am I going to get the house I want or the property?
Okay. Primetime gal's name is Robin B, by the way. Okay, thanks, Robin. We'll get that right next time. More personal questions. Money. Okay. Deb, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, will my daughter, Allie B, continue working till the end of the year at her current job or quit before that?
I do believe she quits.
Okay. Elizabeth, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Will I get a promotion at my current job by the end of the year? This is Elizabeth.
No, and you might find that they're actually cutting back. Yep. And the question before that, it's in the 11th month that she quits.
Okay, November. Lorraine, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber, says, my cat, Gallet or Giletta was his name, died on Thursday. I feel we've been together before. Will he come back to me? I guess she means in this lifetime, and when.
No. And what people need to understand is that your pets at home will choose a time to come into this life to be with you when you need them. And then after they go, it's somebody else's turn. So we don't want to make every cat that comes to us the same soul, because we're missing that entire relationship and that other soul was promised. Okay, so yes, we love them and we still love them, and it was very good and true, but there will be another that comes along that is just as deserving and worthy of your love too.
I've been lucky. I've had one kitty that I've had 2 different lifetimes with, but they were different. She wasn't exactly the same, but it was the same soul. And I want to make room for Indy to come back again too, because I love her very much. And this is interesting. Alicat says, oh my gosh, Jen, my husband and I are both seeing movements out of the corner of our eyes. It's been happening for a couple weeks now. Yeah, the other day I was in my bathroom right here, and I saw Aurora, my little white kitty, scoot across the carpet, and I turned and there was nothing there. That sure as hell wasn't Khaleesi. And so she was there.
Most of the time, it's just that you're perceiving things that you don't normally perceive because a window opened up for a minute and you just saw something. And, I could teach you all about first and second attention and all of that and why you see it out of the corner of your eye. But this time of year, it's much easier for people to see things like that. When you become concerned is if you're seeing short, wispy shadows go shoo, 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 out of the corner of your eye, anything dark, tall, and there's a feeling accompanied by it, like a panic or a fear or a dread. Anything that's going to give you like a pain in the side of your head all of a sudden in a temple or something like that, that's a bad one. Okay, so these are attachments. These are the bad guys. We don't call them by their name because we don't give them any power. So that's why we call them that. But that's what you need to do. Got to get a house cleansed. If there's a little dark shadows swishing by, you got a portal in the home.
Okay. Sarah, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Sarah with an H says, when do you see my son Colby getting a job with his degree in cybersecurity? He's been busy with his new girlfriend lately.
April.
Yeah. When she and he, he's distracted right now. Thank you both for all you do. You're welcome. Rippy Miranda, we already asked that question. Carolina, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Thank you. She wants to know when she's seeking help to heal her lifelong colon issue. Is there a doctor out there or a diet that could help her, or does she need some spiritual healing? Carolina with a C.
It's a device that eventually does it. It's a reconstruction that goes. It's a med bed.
Okay. Okay, we already had Lisa in. Renee wants to know if you see her switching jobs. She's interviewing for 2 right now. Renee with 2 E's. One is with an old company, another is with a different company. Will either come to fruition?
I think you stay where you are right now.
Okay. Pay the Joe, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber says, Jen, my knees are bad. Hard to go up the stairs since I have a reaction to microbiotics and got floxed. Do you see my knees recovering or will I need knee replacement surgery? That's Joe.
They do need to be replaced.
Okay.
Yeah, there's very little
cartilage.
There's very little cushioning, like non-existent, and those bones are rubbing together, and it's just not. You got to do something, or you could get the shots to put some cushioning in there until you can get that done. But yeah, that's gonna have to happen.
Freedom Lover 111, $5 Rumble Rant. Gosh, we could really use your name, but let me see if Jen can focus on you. After the RV, do you see me moving from Mexico to Vegas, Hawaii, Montana, Thailand, or Texas? I don't know, Jen. Let's just go through the list and see which one of those. Mexico, or she's in Mexico, so she's going to move to Vegas, Hawaii, Montana, Thailand, or Texas?
Really looks like Texas, but of course, this is your decision, and that can change. But it's more probable. I do feel like, well, I'm not going to say anymore because I'm not going to make your decision for you. But yeah, it's probably Texas.
Sorry. Lisa Mays is now a Little Red Castle $5 a month subscriber. Thank you, Lisa. She wants to know when she will receive her. Will I receive my Social Security disability soon?
October.
Evie Michelle, yeah, I've got to wash away that Dr. Pepper. By the way, somebody up here said they were coming to Vegas next week. Drop me a line if I'm available. We'll meet you for a drink. Maybe. Okay, Carolina asked that question already. Okay, Nadine Korn, Little Red Castle, $5 a month subscriber. Hi, Jen. Our camera is picking up orbs coming down the stairs, and this morning the phone was lighting up but no sound. And it was on the coffee table. Any ideas? Well, I think Jen's already addressed the veil is thin and weird happening. Right?
Well, considering how you've opened up spiritually, and this will start to happen more and more, when you learn more about spiritual communication and opening up your awareness and things like that, the fear falls away, and so you start to have more experiences. I'm not really impressed by orbs. I'd have to look at it. But I do feel like there is something that walked in and has been hanging out. It's actually a female. Mid-20s. I think she needs help. So you can get call Michael to cross her over. I think I taught you how to do it.
Okay. Yeah. Who is it posted? Make 3D great again. Yeah, that's more what I'm interested in. I want to make 3D great again. I don't want necessarily to ascend and all that other stuff. Not necessarily. It's just like, okay, I'll let other people spend all their time being spiritual and not using deodorant. That's not going to be me. Okay. Suzanne Black would like to know the name of her spirit guide or angel. Sorry,
I'm getting questions. People are sending me questions now on text message.
That's fine.
It's coming in from all directions. What's the name?
What's the name of my main spirit guide, Suzanne?
Lucilia.
Lucilia?
Sounds like Lucilia.
That's like a Roman name. That's interesting. Lucilia.
Yeah.
Lucilia.
That's what it sounds like.
Interesting. Okay, lots of good mornings. Let's go to the questions. Ron Davidoff, according to my phone. Great day today. Oh, I'll have to find out what that's all about later, Ron. He says it's happening. Okay. Ron must know some shiz we don't know.
I don't know. I haven't seen anything yet. I haven't got any.
Okay. Freddie Robinson says, Jen, I've applied to a second fire department to a second fire department for a second job to make ends meet, but they have no openings. Do you see me getting hired soon or getting any financial help soon? Thanks.
Not with the second fire department. You do pick something else up right after that. I don't really see what you're doing. There's really no need to panic. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to get it handled one way or another. And the way that's coming is better than that second job.
And yet some people are telling us there's no exchange centers per se and to find a bank first. Well, look, there are people like TNT Tony who are getting paid, I think, by the banks to tell you go to the bank. Okay, there's no redemption centers. Tony maintained that for a long time. Now he says there are redemption centers. I personally know someone who's been to a redemption center who went through the process of exchange in 2013 and has an SKR receipt. They do exist. There are people that own them. They are separate businesses. They've been getting paid all along by the Treasury Department while we've waited 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 years for this to happen. So, somebody like Tony is the RV for the Walmart crowd. Okay. He's like, the people who just can't even understand the concept of a redemption center and would have trouble. It's going to be simpler for them to just go to a bank. So that's what Tony's function is and all this stuff. Okay. Yeah. Regina, go tomorrow morning. Oh, no, is that a hint, Scott? Cup means what? Yeah. It's Jen's. I don't know what Jen's cup means, but it's big enough to stick your foot.
What color's the cup?
It's green.
And what does that mean?
I don't know. It's kind of a pale green.
It means go.
Jordan wants to know, we're under contract for a property. Will we be happy and successful there?
Yeah, I really see you building and doing quite a bit to it. I don't know if this commercial kind of feels like that. I don't know what you're doing there. These aren't houses that you're putting up. It's like maybe it's shop. Okay, so yeah.
Michelle says, been struggling with abdomen bladder pain, no infection, blood test fine, now waiting to see a urologist. Will I be okay? I can't get a break. Yeah, Michelle has a lot of health issues. Poor thing.
Michelle?
For a young woman. Patriot Noyes girl.
Did you want me to look at that, or was there a question?
Just wants to know if she'll be okay, if they'll figure something out, I guess.
Will I be okay? Okay. Okay, Patriot. Yeah.
Laura says, am I the only one who doesn't enjoy Halloween? Not really. No, other people. I went to Costco. They have Christmas decorations out. Not just Halloween. Christmas. Insane.
Well, that's because of Costco moms. Okay.
Yeah.
Because we prepare.
We got to get ready
ahead of time.
Mike and Jen. Okay, Jen. Is the RV going to happen this week? Just quick snap question. Is the RV going to happen this week for us? Yes or no? Boom. It's 11:11. I want to get an answer right now.
I say that in this reality, my reality, yes.
It's too late. 11:12. We lost it.
Okay, you know what? You don't get to control the situation like that. I got what I got today.
Yeah.
According to
It's good
what
stuff.
is safe for me to say. So
Right.
you don't get to like do that.
I tried to trick the angels. Okay.
Yeah,
Robert
you
Green
can't.
says, hi, Mike and Jen. Jen, do you see me getting anything from a gentleman that hit me with no insurance? Will my insurance get anything for me for pain and suffering? Thank you. That's
Uninsured
terrible.
motorist.
Yeah.
Keep pursuing that. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's them, I think, that pays you. So they're not going to want to do that. You're going to have to push on that.
James Foster says, awesome show, Mike and Jen. Well, I get to go camping with my son Tyler around my birthday on October 2nd.
Yeah, but I don't know if it's on October 2nd. It's around that time, but I do see a trip planned.
This is interesting. Hi, Jen. This is Tammy. My friend Susan's great aunt Rose, deceased, has connected with someone by showing herself dancing with her husband and the smell of baked goods baking. Does she have a message for us? So does her friend Susan?
That's the connection that's what a connection feels like from somebody from home. Okay, from heaven. A connection to somebody who's an earthbound, which is, rare that somebody connects to somebody that they love that is an earthbound. But if you have an earthbound in your home, that's going to be very human. That's going to be a lot different. But this is the kind of thing that you get. And I say, yeah, that is accurate. They're letting you know as quickly as possible and in, ways that I'm around, I'm dancing, we're happy, we're together. And the smell of baked goods, that's just a happy one right there. Like everything's all warm and fuzzy. Okay.
Yeah, cozy. That's kind of very
how they
cozy
kind
feel
of
to it.
communicate because they can't hold it to your attention for long.
Yeah.
Especially in a dream.
Shannon Smith, Caviar Dreams. Will my liberal family ever reconcile and be a family again?
They will, but not all. I feel like there's one or two people that are like, well, it doesn't make any sense, but I'm going to stick to what I said,
Yeah.
So, but yeah. Across the board, we're going to see a lot of these reunions happening over the next year and a half.
And make sure you humiliate the people that called you crazy. Victoria Scooble. Hi, Jennifer. Do you see me getting a job in the next 2 weeks? Thank you, Victoria. She would like a job.
There is something available now that you've overlooked because he's saying, look, there's something available now. So I don't know if it's in the email or what.
Christine just wants to know if she's on the right path.
Yep.
Denise says her right foot is swollen, red, and painful. Can you see what it is?
You either have arthritis in there. It's little crusty things is what I see. Or you've got, these are crystals and it's gout.
Okay, Jen, it's 11:15. You want to keep going or you want to let
Nope, gotta go.
Gotta go. All right. Finally here. I finally hear from Chris Iverson. I hope you're talking about certain things and not you're finally here for the show, Chris. Lucilia is the second daughter of Marcus Aurelius. Definitely a Roman connection. Yeah, that's right. Is that the name of Connie Nielsen's character in Gladiator? I believe that's correct. But thank you, Suzanne. All right, guys. Thanks for being here. We love you, each and every one of you. Jen and I will be back on Wednesday for Tell the Truth Wednesday. Tomorrow, I am doing a special session at the same time with Sean Kenny. We couldn't do it on Friday because Sean just got back from traveling to a Star Trek convention in Chicago or something. So Sean and I are going to be on at 10 a.m. tomorrow to talk about Star Trek and his new project, which is called Alien Cross. It's a movie that he is making, and he's trying to get people involved with that. So we're going to be talking about that, talking about his career and time in Hollywood and on the original Star Trek. He's going to probably tell you the story about the time he saw Bill Shatner without his toupee. Tune in for that. And then I will be doing the Tuesday evening show at 5 p.m. or sorry, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, where obviously the subject is going to be the second attempted assassination of Donald Trump. A lot of people think he has a mole on the inside. I think it's Lindsey Graham, and I think Trump has always known he's a mole. Jen, any final thoughts before we head out for our Marvelous Monday?
You can go to jenniferfulla.com if you'd like a reading or anything with me. And also tomorrow I will be doing my own show on Jennifer Fulla Adoring on YouTube. The show is called Philosophy, and I will be on with Thoughts Over Coffee.
Okay. And I forgot to promo the ACN Impact Health Sharing thing. We'll do something about that too. Love you guys. Thanks for being here. We will see you next time. Hang in there. Exciting things seem to be happening.